Well, a national program in a local high school is helping educate students about mental health and teaching students how to identify and respond to a friend or peer who may be experiencing mental illness. The program will get a financial boost thanks to an upcoming fundraising fashion show. We'll be talking about that. Here to tell us more is Ramona Esparza. She is Valley High School principal, Sarah Garcia, a social worker at Valley, and Ginger Allen, co-president of the Clark County Medical Society Alliance. Thank you all for joining us. It's an important topic that we want to talk about here. Ramona, let's start with you. So let's talk about this. The program is called the Teen Mental Health First Aid Program. It was at Valley, and you want to bring it back because I'm assuming it was so successful. Tell me how this program works.
Well, basically, I'm going to just kind of preface with the principal's worst phone call is getting a phone call about a student that has committed suicide.
Right.
And I want to start with that because that, unfortunately, is the new normal that we're in. And we know that this is like a CPR process for our students. So students help other students because oftentimes before going to an adult, they'll report to a peer.
Okay, so you've already had this, you had this program last year. You found it successful?
Yes, very much.
How do you measure that, or how do you define that?
So we're privileged at Valley because we're a Victory School, which provides a little bit more funding and resources,
Right.
and we have the advantage of having some amazing supports like our social worker, Ms. Garcia. We're noticing as a result of just a first-year implementation, a bit of a reduction in the students that are in crisis. And that data does speak volumes for how it's working.
Okay, Sarah, let's get to you, because I know I had asked you how this kind of works, and you said you're teaching students, your plan is to teach them just like you would teach them CPR or something like that. Tell me a little bit more about what you are helping students recognize the point where they should step in to help a friend.
Sure. So we are trying to teach our students mental health first aid in the same way that we actively support students in teaching them physical first aid. So just like a CPR or first aid class, we give the students a 5-step action program to follow to know what to do when a friend is in crisis. So they know how to look for signs, how to tell if it's normal that your friend is missing basketball practice or not, or missing school or failing classes. We give them verbiage on how to ask their friends directly if they're in crisis or if something is problematic. We teach them how to listen with empathy and understanding. And then the most important step is we inform and teach our students how to connect their friend to a caring adult who will actually take the burden off of that student and really connect them to the proper support they need. And
we should also point out that this program also gets some help from Lady Gaga's foundation, and that's important. How has that been?
So I think just the fact that she is an individual that
well
known, but very much transparent about her own past, having dealt with some issues. And I think when you remove that stigma of it's okay to not be okay, and she's a celebrity that kids love and identify with, I mean, it makes it very appealing and okay for kids to ask for help.
Okay. Ginger, we want to get to the Clark County Medical Society Alliance because you guys decided you want to support this program. And I asked you why that is, and tell me why the Alliance got involved.
Sure. So the Clark County Medical Society the Clark County Medical Society Alliance has been supporting nonprofit healthcare related causes since 1949.
Right.
And so each year we pick a different healthcare related cause. And so we were looking at, what the need in the community was, and we found out that the #1 cause of death in Nevada for teenagers is suicide.
Frightening.
And we were so, worried about that. And we really felt, my partner, Michelle Volker, and I felt we really needed to do something about it. So we interviewed a bunch of different nonprofits in Nevada, in Southern Nevada, that are offering different programs for kids. And what we found was there's a real lack of programs for kids. And when we found out about Born This Way Foundation and the work that they were doing with Valley High School, we went and met with Ramona and we asked her how it was impacting kids. And she shared with us the impact they had with 650 students. And we were like, that's amazing. We can help thousands of kids if we can get this program into other high schools. There is no funding for this program.
Right.
So we are doing a fundraiser to raise funds to give this program to other high schools in Nevada.
And that's coming up on March 19th,
at the Four Seasons,
right?
Yes,
It's a fashion show, and a portion of the money from there will go to support this program.
Yes, correct. The proceeds will be going to Born This Way Foundation, and the funds are earmarked for Southern Nevada high schools. March 19th at the Four Seasons, and you can get more information at ccmsa-lv.org.
Okay, wonderful. Sarah, I wanted to ask you, for those folks that don't have a student or those students that aren't at Valley right now, what would you say, what advice would you give them? When they hear something, what should they do? If they hear a peer talking about, maybe if I wasn't around anymore, no one would miss me. What's the kind of thing that you can tell a student to do?
I would tell those students to take everything that they hear seriously,
Right.
and to know that their actions could save lives. So I would say to them, don't be afraid to upset your friend or to feel like you're breaking trust or breaking a bond, because really underneath that you're saving a life, and that's really important for them to know.
To tell someone, a parent, a counselor, someone like that. Okay, this is a great program. I'm glad that this is all working, and glad that the Alliance is supporting it, and glad that you were here to kind of help enlighten us all. So
you.
continued
Thanks for
success.
having us.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.